Hi. Um, in case you're in both, I'm using the same video. I'm using this one video for the class and for the lab. I know that I had at least a couple of people question about in the discussion where I specified class and lab. It's because I teach the environmental science class and I teach an environmental science lab online. And a lot of times there's confusion, and somebody will be enrolled in both and not realize that it's two different things. And so that's why I do that. If you're only in one, don't worry about it. You're good. I want to do an apology for not responding to everybody during your welcome discussions. Typically, I go on for the welcome at least, and I try to respond to everybody as they're coming in because I think it's really important. I'm having some issues, and that's why I'm making this video, is to just explain what's happening, and it'll get caught up. So for the first 2 weeks, I have everything open for 2 weeks because a lot of times in week one, people get dropped, added, a lot of stuff goes nuts. And so anything from the first week is open all the way until the end of the second week. I'm making this video right now because I am still in the process of getting everything caught up. And so you are probably seeing little mistakes here and there. And thank you so much for those of you who spot them and let me know. That helps tremendously. The issue I'm having right now is if you watched the original like syllabus welcome video or whatever, or if you even read anything that I wrote in the welcome stuff or the introduction discussion thing. Um, oh, and by the way, it's snowing outside, and that's why I keep getting distracted. The One of my things that I mentioned in there is being on the autism spectrum. And a couple of weeks ago, I want to say it was like January 7th or 8th or something, whatever that Wednesday is. I had pretty much a meltdown, like an autistic shutdown, meltdown thing. And I'm still getting back on track. I don't know if anyone in the class knows anyone with autism. A lot of people will refer to people as being high functioning or low functioning, and that is not really accurate. Um, Typically, the people who are considered high functioning just mean they're better at faking it. And that would be me. Typically, I do so much, you would be like, what in the world? What do you mean? You don't have a problem and stuff like that, until I can't keep up with it anymore. And I am so good at pushing it down and pretending and putting on a good front that no one around me realizes how bad it is until I can't. And that's what happened. Um, I even lost the ability to talk for a little while. So it's like all these words were in my head. I could hear what was happening. I wanted to respond, but I couldn't. It just, something between the brain and the mouth broke. And I had to work on getting that back. And it gets a little scary because you're like trapped in your head and your brain is dictating everything, but you have no control over it. And I have 4 jobs and a tutor on the side. And so literally my entire economic everything is based on my brain working and being able to communicate. And I lost both. And so I haven't finished updating everything for your classes because my brain broke right before the term. And I did the videos for you guys while it still wasn't quite working. I think I covered everything because I am pretty good at getting onto that autopilot for stuff I've done a lot. And I have been teaching these courses for SGSC for like, well over a decade, you know? So a lot of it is kind of autopilot. What I do is I update every term. I put new articles. I try to keep everything fresh and new. And I like to be interactive because I know it sucks a lot of times to have an online class and feel like you're just there, just filling things out and there's no actual person. And so I like to be more personable. I like to be present because I personally prefer to teach in person. I like in person. Um, but my brain broke and I'm still recovering. Doing worlds better. And I would say, what was it? I think Sunday, I was telling everybody, oh, yeah, I'm totally better. I'm completely fine. But then it occurred to me yesterday when I got frustrated trying to set up stuff for one of my other jobs, um, doing like the that course has Moodle. You guys have Brightspace. This other job has Moodle. I was having trouble just, with the test bank stuff. And this has made me realize I'm not 100% better yet. I'm just worlds better than I was. And so I am going to be messing up for a little bit. And I'm trying, I'm doing everything I can to get my brain working again. But when your brain kind of checks out, it's a little hard to make it get back on track. You have to figure it out. And that's what happened. So I do apologize for not being all the way in there like I normally am and like I want to be. And thank you for your understanding, assuming you watch this and you do understand. And my plan is tomorrow, I'm making this on Tuesday, tomorrow's Wednesday. I don't go to my in-person job because state of emergency and we've got snow and stuff. And in case you're curious, I'm like right outside Atlanta. I'm not going to my in-person job tomorrow. So I plan to sit here and work on your class to try to get ahead and get stuff fixed to make sure there's no more confusion things. Um, yeah, I think that's about it. So if you need anything, please shoot me a message. Please via email. That's the best, not through Brightspace, please. And yeah, I think that's it. So peace out.